have another regular, Davey Adkins.
With how few people are in the front two rows, you would assume there was a homeless person up here ranting. It's called a callback. I'm relatively new to comedy. I'm less than a year in. But already in this 1 year journey, I've met a lot of really, really interesting people. I've met some really talented comedians. And one of them is my buddy Corey. Now, Corey is fucking hilarious. He's got this almost unnatural sense of humor, almost unworldly, right? And after getting to know Corey a little bit, I asked him one day, hey, dude, how'd you get so funny? He said, hey, so Davey, you know how musicians could sell their soul to the devil at the Crossroads? Well, comedians could do basically the same things, what Richard Pryor did, right? And, because he burned in hell anyways. But yeah, he said, you gotta go talk to this guy on 6th and Congress. I end up there, and there's just this homeless person in a big red cape, but sure enough, they got 2 horns, so I guess that was the devil. And he says, so I hear you want to be a comedian. Well, in order to do that, you got to understand the lowest of lows, the real bottom of the barrel when it comes to the human experience. Go to this bar and await further instructions. So I get there and I tell the bartender, hey, the devil sent me. And the bartender's face lights up. He goes, oh, great. He takes out this little stash or fix kit and starts pouring up this concoction. It was a mix of whiskey, cocaine, and Oxycontin. He called it the Greg Giraldo. Read his Wikipedia and then you'll go, but I take this shot and immediately my stomach just starts hurting, right? And the bartender noticed this and he said, go to the bathroom and await further instructions. So I get into the stall. And I noticed immediately in this bathroom stall, there are these big red letters that read for comedy. But the O in comedy is a hole. And before I could process anything, an erect penis sticks right through, right? Now, like I said, I just took Oxycontin, so all I could do was go, is it for comedy? And the erect penis twitches almost to say yes. So I get to work, but let me be real, y'all. My gag reflex is not what it used to be. And after a second, I just all over that damn thing. Threw up all over it. And I was so embarrassed. I had to run out of there, right? I didn't even close my tab. I just beeline straight for 6th and Congress and find this guy with the horns. I'm like, all right, man, I got to be a talented comedian now, right? He goes, no, well, now that you understand the low parts of the human experience, you got to understand the highest of highs. Go to this cabin in the woods and await further instructions. So I get there, and it turns out there's an old man with terminal cancer. And his dying wish is he would like to taste his grandmother's blueberry pie one more time, exactly like she made it. Now, he had all the ingredients. He just needed a specific type of blueberry that only grew in a real specific part of the woods. He said, you got to be real careful because those blueberries are guarded by an ancient woodland creature by the name of the ass fucking bear. Now, this woodland creature gets its name due to its affinity for fucking ass. Now, I'll be honest, y'all. I got mentally prepared. I douched, and but when I get there, I guess this guy was hibernating, or maybe this bear took a Greg Giraldo. But it was pretty easy to just take these blueberries, get back to the cabin, and I made this guy his blueberry pie, and in his dying breath, he goes, "Thank you." You know, and with a tear in my eye, I returned to 6th in Congress. Now, beautiful, thank you for that. But clearly I gotta be a talented comedian, right? Right? And he goes, you're almost there. You know the lowest of lows. Now you know the highest of highs, but you just need to expand the breadth of knowledge for the human experience in order to be a true commander of comedy. Go to the library and await further instructions. So I get there, I tell the librarian, hey, the devil sent me. And she goes, okay, follow me. And we go to the biography section, right? And there's a big black book, and right next to it was actually a biography of my favorite female comedian, Susan B. Anthony. But this big black, my girlfriend said that wouldn't go over well, but I'm glad it did, okay? This book says, in big red letters, for comedy. So I take it off the shelf. Before I could open it, the librarian tells me, Davey, no. I go, how do you know my name? She goes, the devil. Open that in good company. Go home and open that with good company. So I call up my buddy Corey. I think that's what the name I chose, right? Anyway. I call up Corey, I go, hey, I got this book that the devil sent me on this goose chase for. You want to come over and read it? He goes, yeah, of course. So we get back to mine. I'll be honest, I was a little thrown off because Corey smelled bad. But we get through it, right? And I sit down, I open up the first page, and it reads, you will need 2 lobster tails, about 4 ounces of garlic, 2 sticks of butter, matching seaside candle and utensil set. Set the oven to 450. After that's preheat. Whoa, what is this? This isn't instructions for comedy. I look at Corey and I go, these are just instructions for a romantic candlelit dinner. Why would the devil send me on such a wild goose chase for this? To which Corey goes, I don't know. Maybe you thought you might want to make it up to me since you threw up on my dick a few hours ago? I go, what? Now I got to have the it factor now, right? I gotta be a talented comedian. He goes, well, Davey, I gotta admit it. It is pretty funny that you threw up on a micro penis. Yeah, that was my story. I didn't get the lights, so I might try a new joke I wrote a few hours ago. When a 16-year-old gets pregnant, a lot of times Republicans will go, well, why was she having sex? When they should be asking, or no, more accurately, Republicans want to ask, why wasn't she having sex with me? Anyway. I got 4 applause, and for an anti-Republican joke in Austin, that's good. That's real good for me. Guys, I've been Davey Atkins. Thank y'all so much.